Hello Ghost, and welcome to another Ghost Recon Tactical Shooter PvP tutorial. Are you new to tactical shooters? Are you new to tactical shooter PvP? Are you new to Wildlands? Are you new to Breakpoint? Would you like to increase your KD, increase your win-loss, and actually be a winning factor in more matches that you load into? If that is the case, then this video is for you. In this video, I'm going to go over 3 basic philosophies that will help you become a better player in tactical shooters, in Wildlands and Breakpoint, and any other tactical shooter. Some of these tenets will also help you in Call of Duty. Now, Call of Duty is a lot different because you do get to respawn after every time that you die, but the philosophies still can help you in that regard, especially if you want to be tactical even in Call of Duty, which is a fast-paced game. In this next series of videos, the next 2 or 3 videos, I'll be going over the basic philosophies, and then the videos after that I'll actually go over how these basic philosophies will help you in advanced movements. And there are 3 basic philosophies that have helped me out when it comes to Breakpoint, when it comes to Wildlands, when it comes to any tactical shooter. And I'll go over those philosophies, and I'll tell you how I know that these philosophies helped me. Because when I first got on the Wildlands as a solo player, I started off with a 0.8, and I had a 0.8 KD for a long time. It was only after I started using these 3 philosophies that I was able to change my 0.8 to a 1.2 on my main account. And then I started another account just to see if these philosophies could help me out a lot. And so I was able to keep a steady 1.4 KD for my second account. Now, the basic thing here is 1.2, 1.4, those aren't the greatest numbers, but at the end of the day, with these philosophies, you will kill more than you die, and you will win more than you lose. And if you think about the fact with these 3 philosophies, as a solo player, I'm solo 99.5% of the time. And I am actually a factor in games. I'm more of a winning factor in games because of these 3 philosophies, okay? So without further ado, let me go ahead and get into the 3 philosophies that you should have as a new player, and especially as a solo queue player, all right? And philosophy number 1 is always watch your back, especially as a solo player. I know a lot of times people get on, you say to yourself, I have a squad, I should be able to trust that squad. That, sir and ma'am, is a red hot negative. You can never trust your squad. You can never really trust your squad even if you're squatted up. Now there are some squads that run a tight ship, but even sometimes those squads that run a tight ship still have rogue players. It just happens. I know a couple of times when I've squatted up with my friends, and these guys are actually in SWAT in real life, and we do the communication, let me know when you move, then one of 2 things happens. Either you look up on the screen and the guy who was watching your back has died, and you say to yourself, what happened? Or you get shot in your back and you say to yourself, what happened? And the only thing that the guys on my squad used to say was, I have no excuse. I went to chase a kill. I didn't tell you because I thought I was going to kill the guy. So this first philosophy is one of the main philosophies that'll keep you alive. Always watch your back. You should always have your head on a swivel, and you should always listen to everything that's going on around you. I've said in a lot of my other videos, if you have headphones, use the headphones. I mean, the footsteps and the sounds on this game will let you know where people are. And that philosophy has allowed me to kill so many people who walked up on me thinking that I didn't know that they were there. All right. Now, philosophy number 2 goes right along with philosophy number 1. Never trust randoms at all. There's been plenty of times when I've loaded in, and me being a tactical player, I try to see what a squad is going to do, and I ask myself, will this opposing team allow me to flank around them? I don't even have to do a hard flank. Will they let me get to the side of them and get behind them? So while I'm doing a flank, my 3 other squad mates who may be veterans on the game run to the high traffic area and they all die. Now I'm left alone. Now with these philosophies, I have more confidence in myself and being able to handle a situation where I might be 1v3 or 1v4. Now, is that a fun situation to be in all the time? It is not, especially in the game where you're the last one left and your whole squad is watching your every move. So that can be nerve-wracking. It's fun when you do clutch a match, but it's definitely not fun when your entire squad dies 60 seconds into the match and you're left alone because you were trying to be tactical. So never trust your squad mates. And this goes right along with philosophy number 1, because you cannot trust randoms. You cannot trust the squad that you're on completely. You always have to watch your back. Always have to have your head on a swivel, and you must know where your squad is in relation to you, so you can make decisions on if you want to flank or if you want to stay with your squad. And 9 times out of 10 on this game, if you're playing against veteran players, they're going to run to where the high traffic areas are. I tend to want to try to play tactical because I know where the high traffic areas are. I will, without a doubt, try to flank to get behind them or get to the side of them, especially if it's a 4-man squad and the 4-man squad has shown me that they're going to do the same thing every round. All right, so philosophy number 1 and philosophy number 2 go hand in hand. Always watch your back, never trusting randoms. All right, and actually all 3 of these philosophies go hand in hand because it's basically about self-preservation. If you can preserve yourself and not feed the other team kills, then you can be more of a factor. I've put so many clutch videos together, and these clutch videos I've been able to put together because I've used these philosophies, and these philosophies have helped me out so much. But just to think about the fact that the videos that I started putting together, I was putting together because I have a lot of downtime on my job. So I'm sitting there thinking, man, I would love to see what I did again. So I started recording the videos and putting them on YouTube. But then it started dawning on me that I'm in so many matches with so many randoms, and I have a horrible luck when it comes to the game. There's too many times that the squad that I'm on is either veterans who have not used philosophies. There, you'll go into wildlands, let's say for instance, where you have somebody with a high prestige. I've seen people with high prestiges of 94s and 75s. You would think that their numbers would be great because they've been playing the game so much that they should know how to play the game and be tactical. But these individuals are obviously making the same mistakes over and over again, because if you take the time to look at their KD, you'll see individuals with KDs of 0.6, 0.7, 0.8, and that's because they do not learn from their mistakes. And this is the bonus philosophy, but I'll get to that in a minute. But philosophy number 3 is always pay attention to where you are, and always pay attention to where your team is, and always pay attention to your surroundings. I know that sounds like 3 different things, but it's pretty much all the same thing, because if you're paying attention to your surroundings, then you know where your team is, and you'll know where you are in relationship to your team, and you can make your decisions based upon if you want to get closer to your squad to help them in a gunfight, or if you want to continue to flank around. Now, obviously, the things that happens if you decide to flank around, a lot of times, if you're dealing with individuals who aren't necessarily tactical, they're going to quite possibly die before you finish a flank. And in these situations right here is when you end up by yourself because you did flank and you may not have been paying attention to where your squad was. So philosophy number 3 is always pay attention to your surroundings. Now, a lot of these things may seem like no-brainers, but there's too many times that I've gotten into a match with randoms and they've died early, or they've made mistakes that you would say to yourself, why would they do that? And obviously there are veteran players who are playing this game who do not learn from their mistakes because their numbers are what they are. And you will see these veteran players make the same mistakes over and over again. And that leads me to my bonus philosophy, and that is learn from your mistakes. There have been plenty of times where I got killed from a certain situation, or I got killed from a certain angle, and before I would not pay any attention to the fact that I killed from there. I would just be upset that I died. I can't believe I died. Oh my God, I died over there. But the thing that helped me to increase my numbers the most out of all of these philosophies was me learning from my mistakes. If there was an individual that flanked, I would pay attention to the fact that he was a flanker, and I would catch him on that flank. If there was an angle that I thought that I couldn't get shot from, and I did get shot from that angle, I would pay attention to that angle, and I would catch that individual in that angle and shoot him from there. I would learn from every mistake that I had. You would not kill me 2 times in one match doing the same thing. Learn from mistakes. I treat it like being a supercomputer. I mean, after all, the human brain is supposed to soak up information and use that information later. So in the game, that's what I started doing. And this actually came about because I'm a solo player, and I actually wanted to start having fun, like real fun playing the game. I'm not grouped up, so I'm not playing with a bunch of guys that if mistakes are made, we can laugh about it and joke about it. No, I'm solo. And if I'm continuously getting shot in my back, I'm not having fun. If I'm continuously being sniped, I'm not having fun. And these are the type of things that happen that you know people aren't learning from their mistakes, because there are maps where there are always snipers on the maps, but you'll see veteran players run around on those maps or approach those maps like they've never played the map before. There's going to be a sniper in these situations, but they aren't paying attention to that. And that is how you continuously lose matches and die over and over again, is because you're not paying attention to the things that's going on around you. You are trusting your squad, and you're not learning from your mistakes. And these 4 philosophies are the philosophies that have helped me to kill more than I die and win more than I lose. And then along with those philosophies, over time, learning from my mistakes, sticking to those philosophies, and paying attention to my surroundings and being tactical. These things have helped me to be a better player altogether, especially a better solo player. It allows me to continuously have videos where I'm clutching matches. So those are the 3 philosophies plus the bonus philosophy that I want you guys to think about, especially if you're a new player. Always watch your back. Never trust randoms. Always pay attention to your surroundings, where you are, where your team is, and always learn from your mistakes. If you do that, I promise you, in no time at all, you'll be having matches where they're calling you the man and you've gone 11-1 because you've paid attention to these things. Okay? In the next video, I'm going to go over basic movements to help you guys out. Then the 3rd video, I'll put together the philosophies, the basic movements, and then we'll show you veteran movements. I don't want to call them pro movements or advanced movements. I want to call them veteran movements, because you want to come from a rookie. You want to go from a rookie to a veteran and become a solid player. Win more than you lose, kill more than you die. Okay? So like, subscribe, hit the notification button, and until next time, Ghost, I'll see you out there in the jungle. Peace.